A statement that teachers and public employees will make quite frequently when discussing retirement or talking about their 403B or 457B is, "Oh, I have a financial advisor," or "I have an investment guy." However, what you may actually have is just a sales representative from an insurance company who is selling you a particular 403B or 457B product for a commission, oftentimes something called a variable annuity. It turns out that he or she may not be advising you on anything. But how would you even know this? In this video, we're going to take a look at and examine the difference between a financial professional who is a broker or agent for specific products and one who is an investment advisor and/or fiduciary. You will then be able to determine if your advisor is working for you or for themselves. While the two jobs may seem quite similar to someone who does not work in the financial world, investment advisors and brokers or agents perform vastly different roles in financial services, and it's important to know the difference. In fact, not knowing the difference could be costing you a lot of money, and not knowing these key differences is why teachers and public employees often receive poor financial and retirement planning advice. We are going to take a look at some of the similarities and differences between the investment advisor, also commonly called the financial advisor, and the broker. Be sure that you educate yourself on the differences so that you know what questions to ask your advisor to see if you genuinely have a real financial advisor or someone who is only selling you financial products. This will help you choose someone who is acting as a fiduciary and with your best interest at the forefront when it comes to your 403B or 457B and other retirement investments or financial planning needs. If you're new to the channel, we are Public Employee Retirement Training, and we are fellow public employees who help educate teachers and public employees just like you on how to be financially well and prepare for retirement. We make these videos to help teachers and public employees. The only thing we ask for in return is that you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on any future videos. So let's get into it. First, we'll start by looking at some of the key differences. Investment or financial advisors are typically paid a flat fee or percentage of the assets that they have under management to advise clients on securities and/or manage client portfolios. Instead of earning a commission based on the sale of a security and/or other financial products such as a variable annuity within a 403B or 457B, they are paid a flat fee in exchange for independent, unbiased advice. This is usually what you want if you're going to hire someone to look after your 403B, 457B, IRA, or any other investment accounts. In other words, these advisors are not tied to any single company or product and have no incentive to offer you certain products. Brokers or agents, on the other hand, are paid commissions to execute trades, buy and sell assets for clients, or place a client into a specific type of financial product. Their compensation is dependent upon a sale of a security or financial product. These types of financial professionals are often captive to a certain financial or insurance company and are incentivized to offer you certain products or lines of products as their compensation will depend upon it. Brokers and investment advisors are regulated by different entities and require different qualifications and licenses to operate. The Financial Industry Regulatory Authority, or FINRA, regulates brokers, and the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, or the SEC, regulates investment advisors. Additionally, there are other financial professionals who are only licensed to sell certain insurance products, and they are regulated and licensed by state insurance commissions depending upon where they're located. Advisors and brokers are also subject to passing different licensing examinations to act as either an advisor or a broker. Additionally, some brokers or agents may only hold insurance licenses, which will allow them to sell certain types of 403B products, such as fixed and indexed products. We'll link a video below explaining the different types of 403B investments that you can own. All financial professionals are legally prohibited from giving advice that conflicts with their client's needs. In other words, the investments must be suitable for the client, regardless of how the financial professional is paid or licensed. However, there is a significant difference between what is suitable versus what is best for you. This is a crucial point. Suitability doesn't always imply a fiduciary duty. In other words, something could suit you, but not be what's best for your interest. More on this shortly. In ancient times, long before online trading, investing apps, and self-directed accounts, accessing and utilizing a broker was usually just a luxury service that wealthy individuals enjoyed that came along with investing their money. Individual investors typically had very little or no means to access the market or a trading platform to make any trades other than through a broker. What would happen is they would have to place their orders using a licensed broker, frequently by phone. In return, the broker would charge a healthy commission on the trade, However, the dawn of the web-based and discount brokerages throughout the country has drastically changed the role of the traditional broker. The traditional broker is quickly being phased out in exchange for the investment advisor who manages assets. Those who want to trade on the stock market or in other securities no longer need to have a broker on speed dial to execute their trades. People now have direct access to make trades, often with no commissions. Numerous online brokerage platforms now offer zero-fee trades and zero-commission trades. Many brokers will still execute orders for clients. However, many have changed or just expanded their services to justify charging their still relatively high commissions. The commission-based model seems to be becoming a thing of the past, and if you stop and think about it, is someone working on a commission acting in your best interest or their own? Are they simply offering you the product that offers them the highest commissions? Just some food for thought. This is why, as of June 30th, 2020, the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, or the SEC, has ruled that brokers can no longer call themselves or market themselves as financial advisors or use any title that includes the word advisor. This is a massive step in the right direction, as brokers typically do not offer unbiased advice. Their advice usually stems from a particular security or product that they are trying to sell or promote, such as a particular 403B or 457B product. For example, if a broker works for a firm or company, they will often recommend only financial products that firm or company endorses, which may or may not be what's best for you and your goals. How else would they ever be compensated? Surely not by recommending something that they can't sell you. We hate to be the bearer of bad news, but it's very likely that the individual who sold you your 403B or 457B may not actually be an advisor. You know, those individuals that hang in the lunchroom waiting for you to sign up with their company. Instead, these individuals are typically salespersons working for a 403B or 457B provider. Wouldn't you rather have someone providing you unbiased guidance and whose advice is holistic, taking your entire financial picture into account rather than just your 403B or 457B? That's only one piece of the retirement puzzle. So you might be wondering, what exactly is an investment or financial advisor, and how can you tell the difference? Unlike brokers, investment advisors work for a flat fee or a rate. When acting as an investment advisor, one is not permitted to work for a commission. Investment advisors also have a fiduciary standard or fiduciary duty. This means that they are always and legally required to act in the best interest of their clients. These advisors tend to be more planning focused and not so much product focused. The investment advisor works on a fee-based system that allows them to give unbiased and transparent investment advice and financial advice, catered to the teacher or public employee's individual needs, goals, and objectives. Investment advisors will also often manage a variety of investment accounts for their clients. The problem is that teachers and public employees often don't have access to these advisors, either because they don't know they should be using them or they don't know how or where to find them. An investment advisor may work directly with their client to create an entire financial plan. This can include helping clients with 403B plans, 457B plans, taxes, estate planning, legacy, mortgage, college savings, and retirement planning. And there are fiduciaries that work almost exclusively with teachers and public employees. Unlike brokers, investment advisors are registered with and regulated by the United States Securities and Exchange Commission, or the SEC, and sometimes by a state regulatory body or state securities commission. Investment advisors are also often known to some as financial advisors, asset managers, investment managers, and wealth managers. A simple way to know if your investment person is actually an investment advisor is simply to ask them, are you a licensed investment advisor representative? Or you can ask them what licenses they hold. Investment advisors are also held to a much higher legal standard than brokers. In the United States, all registered investment advisors must adhere to the Investment Advisors Act of 1940. This act mandates that advisors must perform fiduciary duties in regards to their clients' accounts. A fiduciary duty, which is legally enforceable under the Advisors Act Sections 206, prohibits advisors from employing any device, scheme, or artifice to defraud any client or prospective client. The fiduciary standard also mandates affirmative duty of the utmost good faith and full and fair disclosure of material facts as a part of the advisor's duty to exercise loyalty and care. This includes an obligation not to subordinate the client's interest to its own. Due to the importance of the fiduciary's conduct, most investment advisors can make investment decisions for their clients without first getting the client's permission. All investment advisors with $110 million or more in assets under management must register with the U.S. Securities and Exchange Commission, or the SEC. Investment advisors and brokers have different training, testing, and licensing requirements. Brokers take their exams through FINRA, and investment advisors take their exams through the NASAA. Brokers typically take the Series 6 and/or Series 7 exam, depending on the types of financial products they will offer their clients. Alternatively, investment advisors must pass the Series 65 Uniform Investment Advisor Law Examination. This is a requirement before any investment advisor can provide financial advice for a fee. This exam is administered by the NASAA and is regarded by some as the most comprehensive and challenging examination offering for financial professionals. When surveyed, over 40% of everyday investors, just like you, incorrectly thought that both brokers and investment advisors are required to act in their clients' best interests. This was a part of a joint study directed by the RAND Corp and the SEC's Office of the Investor Advocate. Things get a bit tricky when dealing with what's called a dual registered representative. This is someone that's licensed both as a broker and an investment advisor. This can present somewhat of a conflict of interest, and it's vital to understand what capacity the financial professional is operating in at a particular moment. Roughly 60% of the current 504,000 registered brokers in the United States are duly registered as both brokers and advisors. Are they acting as an advisor or as a broker or salesperson? I would certainly want to know if I was on the receiving end of their advice and suggestions. So do not be afraid to ask. In fact, there is a form that dual registered representatives are required to give you that informs you if they are acting in the capacity of a broker or an advisor. Essentially, are they working for a flat fee or a commission? As you can probably tell by now, this is very important to know. The right financial advisor, who is a true fiduciary, can help you meet both your short and long-term financial goals. They can assist you with retirement planning, investment selection, estate planning, and overall financial well-being. It's important to work with an advisor who is going to be your advocate and ally and who's going to do what's best for you and not what's best for his or her own wallet. Do not be afraid to ask a financial professional what examinations they have passed, what titles they hold, and in what capacity they're acting when they're assisting you. Ask them if they're captive to one company or if they can offer you an array of financial products. After all, this is your hard-earned money that they will be managing and overseeing for you. Not having the knowledge and information that we have presented in this video is largely why teachers and public employees receive poor financial and retirement planning advice. So if you take anything away from this video, the 403B or 457B sales representative that was at your school is most likely not a financial advisor. It's important to carefully evaluate if the individual you are consulting with when it comes to your retirement accounts, such as your 403B or 457B, are actually working as a fiduciary and assisting you in selecting investments that are best suited for you and your individual needs and goals. When in doubt, ask them more questions. We actually have an entire section in the PERT Retirement Roadmap dedicated to showing you how to select a financial advisor, how to interview them, what to ask them, and so much more. If you found this video helpful, be sure to share it, like the video, and subscribe so you don't miss out on future videos. Before you go, do you want to learn more and see more detailed lessons like this? Check out the PERT Retirement Roadmap for teachers and public employees. This is an entire community of teachers and public employees just like you, which includes a comprehensive, simple, and easy to follow guide taking you from A to Z on how to get started and understand exactly what you need to know and do in order to prepare for retirement and be financially well. You'll also receive lifetime access to individualized support regardless of if you're 1 year or 30 years away from retirement, along with a host of other benefits. Click the link in the description below to learn more about becoming a PERT Retirement Roadmap member.